Hello, thanks for calling Facial Works. This is Ava, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Yes, this is Cameron.
Thank you, Cameron. What brings you in today?
Well, I'm looking to possibly get a hydrofacial. I don't really know much about it. Can you let me know like what a hydrofacial is?
Absolutely, Cameron. A hydrofacial is a gentle, non-invasive treatment that cleanses, exfoliates, and hydrates your skin all in one session, leaving it glowing and refreshed. Would you like me to help you schedule a hydrofacial appointment?
Is there any downtime with hydrofacials?
Great question, Cameron. Hydrofacials have virtually no downtime, so you can return to your daily activities immediately after treatment. Would you like to pick a date and time for your hydrofacial?
So, if you are a med spa or salon owner using the Zenoti booking system, what I'm about to tell you in this video is going to blow your mind. Okay, let's get right into it. How is Zenoti possibly costing you more, like $30,000 more per month? Okay, so the $30,000 question. What if your Zenoti system could work 24/7? What if your Zenoti system can not only send links to leads to have them book their own appointments, but actually outreach to them and then book them directly on your calendar? What if your Zenoti system could follow up with every lead automatically? What if your Zenoti system could send out emails, text messages about different treatments, always keeping you top of mind, different offers that you guys have, always keeping you top of mind when it comes to customers? What if your Zenoti system allowed you to never miss another opportunity? So let's go ahead and talk about what's really going on with most med spa and salon service-based owners. So what this video is mostly about is I was able to develop an entire end-to-end sales system for the Zenoti booking system directly. Okay. And 67% of most leads that are coming into med spas and salons are being missed. Okay. So the potential clients never get a call back due to staff being busy with treatments. And from my personal experience, what I've noticed is that a lot of med spa owners are literally the ones doing the service, okay, or doing the treatments. And it's really hard to be able to tend to clients while answering the phone, especially if you have a nice influx of lead generation. Okay. So it's very difficult to be able to do that. So then we would have to hire out. Okay. And the average like receptionist is going to cost you anywhere from 30 to 50 to $60,000 per year. So not to say that these receptionists aren't necessary, but what if your receptionist was able to have like a super sidekick on the side of them where the receptionist can even be giving out a 10-star experience to the clients that are within the practice at that time? One of my biggest things is that whatever AI can do, AI needs to do that. Whatever humans need to do that. And humans need to continue to have the relationship. And when clients come into your practice, they don't need to be met with the whole like elevator music, the BS type magazines and stuff like that, while your receptionist is just handling calls the whole time. What if your receptionist could be there and really be tending to the clients as well as a system developed to actually be booking and doing all of that, those type of manual tasks? Okay. So that is 40% of most bookings happen outside of business hours. And that is a huge chunk of money when you think about it over time. So over a period of even a week, if you could have booked 40% more on top of whatever it is that you're already doing, you're already adding anywhere from 5 to 10,000 in that 1 week alone. So the weekly loss to not having these type of systems from missed calls period is around $2,400. Okay, so these are statistics that are developed by, I don't know if this is McKinsey, but I forget exactly the research report I did this with, but that is a significant amount of money over time. Okay, and I'm gonna say that's definitely on the low side. Okay, to say 2,400, but if even 2,400 is the average price, then think about that times 4. Okay, so 2,500, that's $10,000. So 3 to 5 hours wasted on manual follow-ups that could be automated. Okay. And this is the error in which we are going into. And a lot of people are getting a lot more accepting of understanding that they're more than likely going to be interacting with systems or AI. Okay. But whenever your AI actually sounds human and actually gives, some form of thoughtful answers back and forth and interactions with clients, then the experience exceeds their expectations, because we all know how the traditional IVR system is absolutely terrible. So 30% of clients never rebook but could be saved with proper automated follow-up. This is one of the biggest things. The fortune is in the follow-up. So when med spas and salon owners, when they don't have that system in place, because this is such a relationship type business. Okay, med spas, salons, barbershops, all of that is mostly built on relationships. So clerical tasks and administrative tasks need to be handled by a human like system. Okay, more than a human. Okay, so that is why I always like to kind of, put a lot of emphasis on, letting humans do what humans do and letting AI do what it does. So the Zenoti gap that's costing you. Let's talk about this for a second. What does Zenoti do well? Zenoti does a lot of things well. I absolutely love Zenoti. Okay, so this isn't me like coming at Zenoti. My system is designed specifically for Zenoti users. Okay, so Zenoti schedules existing appointments very well. They process payments very well. They maintain detailed client records. We know how the EMR systems are. They also do a very good job at inventory management. But let's talk about what Zenoti doesn't do very well. Zenoti can't answer phones during business hours. They can't answer phones during busy periods. They can't qualify leads automatically. They can't nurture prospects through the sales cycle, which is very, very important, because maybe someone doesn't want to actually get a treatment at this time, but they're definitely looking into it. They're definitely interested into it. So we need to have a system in place that actually nurtures them and lets them know about this specific treatment that they were interested in, or showed us that they were interested in, maybe by clicking on an ad or some type of content or something like that. We need to make sure that we are hammering them with content about this specific treatment to get them over the line, to get them to sell. Okay. They can't convert website visitors into booking. Okay, and they also can't capture after hour opportunities, and that's where, like I said, a lot of money is missed, even in most businesses, especially service-based businesses, is the after hour opportunities. So here's a critical problem. Everything in Zenoti happens after someone books, but what about everything that needs to happen before they book? And that is a system that I've developed specifically for Zenoti users. So what manual management is really costing you? Okay, let's talk about missed calls. Okay, so each missed booking opportunity costs us about 500 to 1,500. It could be a lot more than that depending on your location, the type of services that you offer, and things of that nature. And that's just immediate revenue. Okay, so that's, you miss a call, that person is definitely going to call somebody else right then and there because they are interested in that service or in that treatment right now. We need to make sure that we are connecting with them right now. Let's just say your staff is on the phone. Let's just say your staff is tending to someone that's within the practice at the time. We need to have a system in place that can handle that client right then and there, even if it's just capturing their information and then transferring them or keeping them on hold. We need to have a system in place for that. And I've actually been able to develop that system. Slow follow-ups. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you how many times I ran into business owners, med spas, salons, barbershops, that they just cannot follow up. Okay. Is it comes to the bandwidth of most humans. Like, bro, I'm over here cutting hair, getting it right. I'm over here, administering a treatment or doing some Botox or something like that. And I may forget. Like, I'm a human. Like, I may forget to follow up, and that's all fine and dandy. But it's not too fine and dandy when it's costing us money. Okay, it may be costing us even reputation. Okay, so that's one of the biggest things that we want to make sure that we stay on top of as these type of owners. So staff time. Your team spends about $20,000 to $25,000 worth of time annually on manual tasks that could be automated. Okay, and this is very, very important when it comes to the intelligent of the systems that we have right now. Large language models and AI have enabled us to be able to develop highly effective and intelligent systems that don't need a human in the loop at that time. Now, I definitely believe in HITL. I'm trying not to get too technical, but human in the loop is very important. Okay, because we still understand that this is such a relationship type business that we don't want to take away the human at all. We want to make sure that the human is still there. We want to make sure that in this exact video, hey, humans need to do what humans do, AI need to do what AI do. Let's not talk about lost referrals. Referrals, obviously, even in my business, is very, very important. Okay. So that is pretty much like free money almost, because you don't have to pay for that. You're paying for that upfront with your service and your experience. And then you get rewarded from referrals from, existing customers. And that's very, very important to the growth of your business. Okay. So how do we transform the Zenoti experience? All right, first and foremost, lead capture. Okay, so I'm going to do some meta ads for you guys. I'm going to do a lot of retargeting with those ads. I'm going to also be having different strategies and different offers that you guys may have. I'm going to be putting those in the ads, getting them out there. There is no better way to generate leads than to do paid advertisement. Okay, the algorithms that Meta has are absolutely phenomenal. Okay, these are being trained on the world's data. You have to understand how powerful it is. You also have to understand that it's not super expensive. They shy away from it, not only because they're not experienced with it and they don't understand it, but they think it costs a lot of money. But in hindsight, if you spend $500 on ads a month and you make $10,000, and then you can have someone report and show you, okay, this is how much we're spending, this is how much we just made from that. But the thing about doing ads is you may do ads, but then don't have a system behind it to actually capture the leads coming in from those ads. And that is exactly what this system does. It enables us not only to generate the leads, but also to capture the leads. Okay, we want to make sure that we're actually converting these leads into dollars. So this is what the AI receptionist does. It's human-like, and it works 24/7, and it books the appointments directly on the Zenoti calendar, and it's integrated directly with Zenoti. And that's why this system was able to be developed. I'm very proud of it. I really do like their API documentation. Does need a little work. Okay, so it did take me a little time to really understand it and get it together. But being able to provide med spa owners and salon owners like the ability to be able to book directly on their Zenoti calendar without having to send that link, without having to tell the client to, hey, go book your own appointment, increase the revenue of each and every practice that I've been able to implement this in. Smart follow-ups. The fortune is in the follow-ups. This is very important. I'd like to say this and really beat this in. Business isn't really hard. It gets difficult when the systems aren't in place, and the systems take time to develop. That's where kind of like we like to consider it to be hard, but it's really not hard. It's really just time consuming when you have to develop all of these systems. And I've already developed this system, complete end-to-end sales system, directly for med spa and Zenoti owners. And what is so important about the system is its capability to follow up, its capability to keep us top of mind, its capability to not only show that we are, adamant within our practice and we're professionals, but we know what we're talking about. Okay, we can educate each and every, and that's one of the biggest. Even when I see Google reviews for med spas and salon owners, when they talk about these treatments and they're not educating the leads enough, they're interested. Let's educate them some more to get them over to convert. So review generation. This is also, kind of like one of the most cost-effective ways to really build your brand is you just asking for a review. Okay. 70 to 80% of people that have amazing experience with you asking for a review, like right then and there, like, hey, how did you like it? And the best time to ask someone for a review is right after the treatment. Okay, you don't want to ask them like a couple of days later. No, you want to ask them right after the treatment, because this is when it's fresh in their mind. They know, "Ooh, I feel good. This is great." Whoever it is was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you. Yes, I would love to give you a review. It's just like when you're eating, when you go out and you eat ask the person to send you a review a week later after they've had so many other meals between then. You're gonna ask them right now when they at the table, full, feeling good. Hey, how was your experience? Right then and there. It's just a little strategy. And then the rebooking system. So automatic appointment reminders, strategic rebooking prompts, and it just keeps clients coming back. Okay, so when this system, and you can have the peace of mind to know that, hey, I have a complete booking system behind me working like 24/7, and it's intelligent. And if any problems happen, it escalates it right to a human for them to handle it right then and there. So it's not like it's just pushing leads off or pushing clients off. So are you ready to transform your Zenoti experience? Okay, so here's how to get started. Figure out how we can enhance your Zenoti experience, add 10, 20, 30,000 more dollars to your bottom line every month. So the average med spa making anywhere from like 30 to what, 60, 90, $100,000 a month. And if we can be able to add a third of that, $30,000 per month with a 30-minute consultation, you tell me if it's worth it. Okay. Custom demo. I would definitely create a custom demo for you so you guys can be able to actually experience the system, ask it questions, try to trip it up, do whatever it is you want to it, and then just see how it's able to really like facilitate the whole booking process and get people completely booked in. So the implementation, it usually takes about anywhere from 3 to 5 business days, getting everything about your business that I need to know. Like in the first like 3 to 5 days, we are going to be spending a lot of time together. Not a lot of super time together, maybe like an hour a day. Really just me understanding your business, me understanding your lead generation strategies right now, and just really being able to customize and integrate the system within whatever the processes that you have right now. Once we get all that done and we start running these ad campaigns and we start getting the ball rolling, the revenue growth is going to happen. I've done this countless times for many different practices, many different treatment facilities. So I really have the experience to know and be confident enough to tell you that, hey, if we run these ads, if we do these, have booking systems behind that, I guarantee you're going to make 10, 20, 30 more $1,000 per month. Okay. So that is what this channel is going to be all about. It's going to be all about helping people transform their Zenoti experience when you're using the Zenoti platform and being able to really book entire end-to-end systems. Okay. I'm going to definitely get a little bit more technical other videos, but for right now, I have very limited spots because I really take my entire time. I'm a one-man army right now, and I take my own time into going into each and every practice that I have. And I'm able to really be able to understand, really customize, integrate the system within each practice. So I don't take on a lot of clients. If this is something that sounds like it would interest you, take $30,000 per month. Feel free to call this number. That is my direct line. I'm going to answer the phone. Hopefully. No, I'm going to answer the phone. But my name is Cameron. If you are a med spa or salon owner using Zenoti, I can help you expand. I can help you grow. I can help you reach that next level. So let's go.